Okay, so when I say the word Lamborghini, what's the first thing that pops into your head? It's probably a wedge-shaped supercar, just screaming down a highway, right? For decades, that's what they've been, the absolute kings of automotive drama. But what we're about to dive into is a fascinating and kind of secret metamorphosis of the raging bull.
You got it, power, noise, excess. I mean, these aren't just words on a slide, they are the very pillars of the Lamborghini legend. The entire brand was built on this foundation of raw, unapologetic performance. It's got to be loud, it's got to be fast, and it has to be unforgettable.
And no car embodies that spirit better than the legendary Aventador. For more than a decade, this was the poster car on a million bedroom walls. It was the true heir to icons like the Murcielago and the Countach. It was, in every single way, the quintessential modern Lamborghini. 2.9 seconds. That is how fast the Aventador would launch itself from a standstill to 100 kilometers per hour. Just a breathtaking, brutal explosion of speed.
And it would just keep pulling and pulling until it hit a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour. This is the Lamborghini we all know, right? Pure, unfiltered power. Well, what if that's not the whole story? What if I told you that behind those screaming V12s and the dramatic styling, there's a secret history, a story filled with unexpected collaborations and a surprising vision for the future that kind of challenges everything you thought you knew about the Raging Bull? To really get where Lamborghini is going, we first have to look back at its wild and honestly pretty tumultuous past. This company's journey has been anything but a straight line.
So, after it was founded back in the 60s, Lamborghini got passed around a lot, from Swiss industrialists to investors from Indonesia and Malaysia. But wait a second, look closely at that timeline. From 1987 to 1994, the brand was owned by Chrysler. Yes, that Chrysler, the American automaker. On the surface, these two could not be more different. One is a sophisticated Italian supercar, the other is just pure brute force American muscle. So, what in the world could they possibly have in common?
Well, this is the incredible connection. When Chrysler was developing that monstrous V10 for the Dodge Viper, they hit a major wall. Their cast-iron truck engine was just way too heavy. So who'd they turn to? Their new Italian subsidiary. Lamborghini's engineers, with all their expertise in lightweight aluminum engines, were actually instrumental in turning the Viper's heart into the absolute legend it became.
And the surprises? They don't stop there. Back in the 1980s, Lamborghini also commissioned a motorcycle. It was designed with styling cues from the Countach, had a Kawasaki engine, and was incredibly advanced for its time. They only ever made 6 of them, which makes it one of the rarest vehicles to ever wear the Bull badge.
Okay, so we've seen a bull that helped create a Viper and even one that rode on 2 wheels. But the biggest metamorphosis of all is happening right now, at the company's very core. And it's a story that honestly seems like a contradiction. The master of excess is going green.
This transformation has a name, Direzione Cor Tauri, which translates to Direction of the Bull's Heart. This is Lamborghini's official roadmap to decarbonize its entire operation, everything from the factory floor all the way to the cars themselves.
And this isn't some recent marketing push either. Lamborghini's factory in Santa Agata Bolognese was first certified as carbon neutral way back in 2015. That's nearly a decade of commitment, long before it became the big trend across the industry.
And the results are just staggering. Compared to their old baselines, they've made huge reductions in energy and water consumption for every vehicle they build. CO2 emissions from the site alone are down nearly 50% since 2014. This isn't just a small tweak. We're talking about a fundamental overhaul of their whole industrial process.
So how are they doing all this? Well, on one side, you have the state-of-the-art production facility. But right next door, you've got the Lamborghini Park, a 17-acre oak forest that the company planted to study carbon sequestration and promote biodiversity.
It gets even more interesting. Inside that park, Lamborghini maintains 13 beehives. But they're not just for making some fancy honey for the employees, which they do. They actually use the bees as biomonitors. They analyze the honey and the wax to detect pollutants in the surrounding air and soil. It's a truly unique way to approach environmental stewardship.
So this deep-seated commitment to sustainability is now radically transforming the cars themselves. It's redefining what a Lamborghini supercar can even be.
For decades, the heart of a Lambo was a massive, naturally aspirated engine, one that breathes air without any help from turbos. But the new guard is different.
The upcoming Temerario, for example, has a high-revving twin-turbo V8 that's paired with 3 electric motors. The focus isn't just on raw power anymore, but on using hybrid technology to deliver even more astonishing performance more efficiently.
And the first wave of this new era is already here. This is the Revuelto, the successor to the Aventador, and it's the brand's first series production hybrid. It combines a brand new V12 with electric motors to create a beast that is somehow even more powerful, and it's a huge step towards a more sustainable future.
And this is the next major step on their roadmap. The Lanzador concept gives us a glimpse of the first-ever all-electric Lamborghini, which is planned for the end of the decade. It's a high-riding, 4-seat Ultra GT that proves an electric bull can be every bit as dramatic and desirable as its gas-powered ancestors.
So think about it. From V12s to helping design V10s for Dodge, from 4 wheels to 2, and now from gasoline to electric power, Lamborghini has always been a brand in motion. So the question is, can a company built on the idea of glorious, noisy excess truly transform into a leader of sustainable performance? Can the raging bull really change its nature? Well, that's something we're all about to find out.